I wondered whether you might be able to say something about feedback through sort of remote discussions, whether our teachers should be doing that any differently, or yeah, just what your experience is.
Sure. So feedback's really frustrating at times because often you will want feedback, but you struggle to get it, or you struggle to get meaningful feedback. So I'm actually going to share with you the Dr. Gandalf fix of how to make sure you get some feedback in a way that you want it and need it. Okay. And I appreciate some people won't like this because it is making people do things they probably don't want to do, but it kind of works. So there are a couple of tools you need to have some awareness of knowing. So you need to know how to create forms, first of all, electronically. So whether that's Google Forms or actually, again, MS Teams has its own forms platform now built into it, which is going to become available to everybody working within the NHS when you have your refresh. The second thing you need to know how to do is to have a QR code generator. Okay. So QR codes are those lovely little things that probably everyone's now aware of because of Test and Traced. But those little weird looking barcodes that are like a square, and you can use your phone to access them and scan them, and then it registers information as a result of it. So effectively what you do, you create your feedback form, 3 or 4 questions ideally, nothing more than that. And it's about the information that's relevant to you to understand about that particular session. So whatever that may be. So I do this for almost all of my teaching sessions in terms of what I'm trying to gather, what parts of this was most useful, what parts of this was not useful, that kind of stuff. Any areas for improvement is a classic question that obviously people want to know. And what additional topics would you like to hear about? And if you want to stick a rating question on there, so how useful was this, 1 to 7, 7 being I need to share this with absolutely everybody, it's the best thing ever, and 1 being I was asleep most of the time. Make it fun, make it interactive. And then what you do, you take the shared link of that and put that into a QR code generator. So you got the QR code. And then you simply put that QR code at the end of your session. And then what you do is that the slides that you have from the session, or the additional content that you have, so if you're signposting them to another kind of video or something else that you know is going to be important to them to have, or access to the recordings of the event is a really good way of doing it. Then you put that at the end of the form. So when they've completed the form, they get the link to it. And that's how I share my slides for trainees and stuff. So if they want that information, all they have to do is they have to fill in the form. And to make it really easy for them to do that, so they don't have to do pretty much anything. I'll say, all you need to do is open your phone, open your camera app, scan the QR code, it'll take you to a link. The form will take you less than a minute or so to fill in. And after that, you get all this stuff that you wanted. And generally speaking, I have between 30 to 70% pickup rate in terms of feedback